That's
Not an easy hero to burst down. They don't have any silences.
Weaver.
The reply from Complexity around it, of course, the Weaver.
Not much straight up lockdown for him. He's able to just kind of like weave in and out of the fights, and he's like Complexity was kind of very emphasized on multiple magic damage instances right now, so they did need one guy who actually could do something kind of physical, and he can actually kind of hit this die.
They're leeching a lot of experience. It's going to be 3 heroes emerging into this lane rather quickly, but Zai getting forced back, bullied by the auto text as Freaker went for the early boots. He does leap out, really good timing there. Now going to follow up with the arrow, nails Arteezy, but Ogre arrives, and all of a sudden it's Monkeys who wants to run. He gets pretty tanky, but the blocks are there from Crit. Monkeys in danger, into the trees he goes. He'll have a charge fairly soon, but the move speed a little bit more. No, it's the living armor to save the day. He charges out past the wave to the rage creep, up and out of there.
They've got to stun.
They still have to stun, and with that, one more auto attack. The arrow just a bit too late.
I mean, once they have like their obviously the standard Sven items, the Dagger, the Deco Saber, the Blink, the BKB, that's where it becomes like super devastating for Cole to fight because they're very emphasized on magic damage with the OD. Weaver doesn't really dish out the most bottom
Cancel
lane.
Coming in from behind. No one expects the OD, but Arteezy there to tank the arrow. Unfortunately, maybe he ends up going down instead, gets off the stun. Zai will most likely end up falling 1 extra orb, gets the kill.
Super hard for them really to be able to pressure towers as well with only like a Weaver able to really be in the front line to be able to hit anything. The Birdbreaker is a frontline hero, but you know, if he's showing on the map, there's no gank potential.
Sumail getting very aggressive here, just spinning right in. He has the healing ward, the tether from Zai. Confident that he can take this fight, but Monkeys is going to TP and look for the charge. The Nether String as well, all of this commitment onto Sumail, but he survives through it all. Arteezy's going to come in, look to turn this thing around, has the God Strength ready, goes to work. Monkeys forever. Again, they're able to use the Moonlight Shadow to get out of here. EG, just no detection for the time being. He charges forward once more onto Sumail with the Swarm even there, affecting him, but it won't matter. They lose their OD. The arrow comes in from Z-Freak. Leap, Starfall, barely doing any damage. It's not enough. The evasion. Finally, they get the kill on Universe, but at what cost as the turnaround comes from that big old sword and transitions immediately into the Ancients. But now, God's Strength is worn off, so I guess indirectly they slow down Arteezy's farm.
They see the opportunity to build, just push the towers down with their massive 5 men with Bloodlust, Tether, and Healing Ward whenever they want to use it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Z-Freak.
Z-Freak, a rare whiff there on the pounce. He is going to try to go invis. They spin onto him, removing the living armor. He will be banished. Dust committed through this, but I believe Morana might have a chance. No, never mind that. Just going to get the Starfall off. We'll go down. G now being pursued. The bugs come through. Will there be follow-up move? Committing on to Zai, really wants to bring him down. Good overgrowth, but where's the combo? They need the OD to come in and drop the hammer. He doesn't have much stolen in. Very ineffective fight, and now the Brew Split looking for another ult. Dispel that tornado. Stun follow from Arteezy. Likely another kill. 2 will drop in EG, just plunging forward down the mid lane. No charge is coming. They could go for the TP overgrowth. Living armor on the tower to keep it alive. Monkeys now in the trees, but they saw it and they ping him out. Arteezy with the hill ward. Had some vision of it coming. Sumail's going to surge his way forward. They look to engage here. Complexity getting hesitant, and while they hesitate, EG seizing the moment, but there's the overgrowth. Will there be follow-up? Swindle's focus brought down first. The charge comes through. It's a 4-hero pile-up with the Swarm, but do they have the damage? The war cry making everyone very tanky. Even an arrow under Arteezy. Can they focus him down? Zai is there trying to save him. The relocate a bit too late. They will lose their Sven. They're likely to lose Crit as well. This is the kind of fight that Complexity wanted. This is the kind of fight they needed. Universe now being charged. Goes for the clap. Doesn't have mana for the split. The arrow's gonna connect. Z-Freak slams it home. Make it 3. It could be 4. And Zai rejoins the fight. Complexity. A huge win for them already and make it the 4-hero pile up indeed. They'll find all the kills. It was so close to going differently. Almost got the relocate save, almost got the Brew Split off, but none of it happened.
Very nice teamwork coming out for Complexity, but EG, they still have that Panda Split, they still have the Spell Ultimate, they want to fight.
They move on to Z-Freak first and foremost, but he manages to leap away. The Banish, though, almost helping as EG will get to reset around him. They begin to engage. Monkeys, though, with a good charge through. The living armor making the difference, keeps him alive. Arteezy, well, already the Brewmaster down, and he's not able to hit anyone, even though he's empowered with the God Strength. They can reset here after the Banish. Z-Freak, arrow cooling down. Sumail will Blade Fury, but that could allow for a big one. Will he find the angle? They're going to banish, charge. Not the perfect teamwork, but if the arrow connects, likely a kill. There is no relocate save. Sumail being focused out. Mu will get the kill. Now they're bashing Arteezy back with the Nether Strike, and the orbs coming in. Complexity is heating up on Zai next, mauling the ball of light. They'll kill him off 2. First it was 4, and this time it's gonna be 5. An ultra for Mu. Complexity steamrolling forward. I don't even think it clipped Mu. Actually, it did, but no one there to follow that dust up. And now Crit down in the river with OD starting to move in. The window is about to close with Z-Freak getting this Aghanim Scepter. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. God, it would be great to kill him now. He is going to leap away. He has a TP, but they get onto him. 15 gold short. The Astral might buy him the time to get the Aghanim Scepter. It's going to be clone Z-Freak. 5 gold. He doesn't even bother to buy the components. The living armor. No, not enough. He will end up going down. The hammer gets dropped, though. And now Cancel looks for the fight, focusing on Zai. The Blade Fury's there as well. They commit the split. They brought down 2. Buyback on the Muerta. He only has 1 component and 900 gold to go now. And Moo, Jade Stud focused down during God's Face. A chaotic fight from Complexity. Starstorm will kill off Zai, but that's it. After the buyback and Z-Freak, it could be a dieback with the clap coming in. They're going to commit a lot to kill off this Muerta, where he basically had an Ags. We're now looking at him being set back a full 3 to 4 minutes with that death.
They're going for it. They've got the needles.
An EG smoke. They're going to Warcry instantly. It should cool down by the time they get to the pit. And they sprint on with Bloodlust.
Doesn't look like they're going to make it, though. It's dying really fast with Arcane Orb with the minus armor coming from the Swarm.
OD still a pretty damn good hero.
Yeah.
And Z-Freak in position. He's got the Ags now. Could set this one up with an arrow. Roshan complete. EG still storming in. They've got the high ground advantage. Moonlight Shadow committed. Blink into the pit. Arteezy off the mark with that one. Do they look for the turnaround now? Blade Fury early by Sumail. He's getting hesitant. Charge gets canceled. Everybody getting cold feet in this fight as the stun goes out onto Cancel. But remember, he's the Aegis Bearer. Arrow committed. It hits crit. Is the best target. Not really sure about that. Monkeys forever is being focused down. Sumail will kill him off with Bloodlust auto text. Now the Overgrowth. Swindle's trying to negate the Brewmaster split as much as possible. Z-Freak could be the secret damage dealer. Cancel will have a second life to work with, but they're hounding this Muerta out of the pit. She leaps up and away. This isolates in turn Cancel as they continue pursuit. Sumail's trying to work on him. They commit a dust. Now that's just the Aegis. Now they got to kill him off again, but they're down 2. Make it 3 as he comes back. They'll try to re-engage. All the cores are alive though, and Moo on the chase. Z-Freak leap cooling down. They can chase this. Hammer gets dropped. Look for a bit more. Warcry and a scramble back as Arteezy gets scouted out by the pesky little bug. They isolate him. They're going to follow this up with an arrow. They'll kill him off too. Arteezy dead as well. That's 3. They did pop the Aegis. They get 2 supports. But they hemorrhage quite a few kills in their own. Oh, Arteezy does have the BKB, but the Cancel with the wraparound move by Cancel. And Viz coming in from behind. Has to be careful about sentries because they do have the Muerta, so EG might have planted some down. There is one, but it's kind of close to the tower.
Oh, they see
Cancel now. Getting revealed, he's going to self-banish. The team has to scramble to back him up. They will have an Overgrowth. They can try it. The Hurricane pikes himself backwards towards safety, but doesn't quite get over the tree line where an Omni Slash isolates him together with the multicast. He's down very early in the fight. BKB by Arteezy, the Overgrowth there. Arrow pierces the heart of Zai, will bring him down. And now EG starting to work with Arteezy there, but he's getting kited a bit. The Starstorm's coming in hotter and heavier as Arteezy has to turn tail and run. Crit also for dear life trying to limp away. Tree even hitting that Ogre. Not very effective at this stage with the armor he has, but they do successfully hang on. Force the buyback. So it's a 1-for-1 carry trade. See a Maelstrom on Sumail, so with the Bloodlust, tons of attack speed, lots of procs. This does ramp up its farm speed even further, and they look to move in from the low ground, though. Don't have the vision uphill. More than once we've seen them drop a ward right next to the shop and then just leap in. That was a big play. They made a lot in game 2. Not going to happen just yet. But Moo in position. Now they're going to start this off. They do manage to break his Lincoln Spear. Chain stun him, focus him down as he could have buyback and re-time lapse into the fight. He will do so. Time lapsing in from the rear, immediately coming to work with the bugs. Brings down Zai, the charge on the crit, focusing him down too. Brew never got off the split. Without his control, they might not have a chance in this fight though. Sumail and Arteezy combining nicely. Diffusal Blade there. Now Sumail needs to run away. He gets purged. He's being focused. He purges off the purge. The counter purge indeed. Only Kevin we're casting this game. Now Arteezy focused down. He will fall. That's 4. Great buyback there by Moo.
Yeah, that was excellent buyback.
The buyback time-lapse play.
Yep.
So they got the benefit of the Swarm. They committed a lot just to break the Lincoln Sphere and then kill him as Cancel will move in. This is going to prompt a Brew split. They better get something done with this crit. Thanking the bugs now. The charge through by Monkeys. Great way to deal with those Panda aspects. So far being largely negated in this fight. Cancel now moving forward. Moves in pretty deep. Now going to time-lapse back out. Arteezy's blown the God Strength. Has the BKB. The God Strength still quite a bit of time left on it. Omni Slash coming through. Not getting a heck of a lot as they overgrow through this. Leaping forward with Z-Freak, but the BKB now committed. Good patience by Arteezy. Wants to bring down Cancel, but again, the kiting of the Astral friggin' Imprisonment. He survives this. They get 3 more kills, and they're going high ground. There's no BKB on Sven. There's no Brewmaster split. There's no God Strength, and then they're -3 heroes. So basically, it's a 5v0 right now. This is going to be at least 1 lane Yanni's, maybe more. And that pick has been big as well with the charge just largely negating spin, kiting even the Brewmaster split, just bashing 3-4 of them on the way through, and then of course the Sven being controlled largely by that.
Monkeys here in a spot where you might just go down here. They have the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have detection for him? They do. They have a dust on Zai.
One last swing of that hammer will get the kill. Just a bit too quick to die, or they could have turned, but Cancel's gonna set up. They have buyback on Spearbreaker. Arrow coming through. Long duration stun on probably the least important hero at this stage too. Mal just sees this and he comes rushing in. Swindle's there, hanging back for now. They're gonna commit a lot onto this OD. Buyback now from the Spearbreaker as Moo's being focused, but he's just gonna time lapse it up. Lives for now, and they get the Lotus Orb reflected stun, but Arteezy BK needs to dodge it. Then the Overgrowth comes through, gets to work with that big hammer. Moo doesn't have time lapse, has to be careful. Being focused, chain stun, brought down by the crits. That's a dieback on the Spearbreaker. Now they can look for a third kill. They've also killed off the Weaver, who doesn't have buyback. They've gotten one late, but they've got to be careful not to give up one in turn. Z-Freak with the Lotus Orb used defensively, and now focusing on the OD, they bring him down. Or actually, no, he survives for the time being. That's the Aegis. Now they bring him down. But can they kill him a second time? That's the question. Shiva's guard committed. Swindle's coming back into the fray, drops the hammer, unloads it. Not enough just yet, but the living armor, the Lotus Orb, the pushback, he's still surviving.
Still alive.
It's
Oh
a
my
triple.
God.
It's an ultra kill. OD devours all. GG.
And they just called it GG. That was sick plays by Universe in that fight too. He threw Cancel up like I think 2 or 3 times with the Panda Spirits, but there's too much on complexity. This buyback from Monkeys, even though he just flew in and died, this OD combo with the tree, Overgrowth's on top of Z-Freak's positioning the fight's like, wow. Complexity?
It's happening.
That was really big, honestly. Like after their devastating loss in the first game to that Alchemist, them